Okay, so this is the first video that I've made in a while, and the only thing I can really say is I'm back on YouTube. And I know I took a huge hiatus from uploading every day with the weight loss that I did, which was like from 300 to 265 pounds. And I actually kind of failed that when I went on my trip to Oregon. Um, I can kind of get into a lot of how and why that happened, but instead I'm going to talk more about what I'm going to be doing here moving forward. Um, Long story short, I have gained weight since then, and I am going to lose it. I have to re-lose all the weight I lost last year, which I will go into depth more next video. But it's been something I've been wanting to do for a while. The just the weather and everything that's been going on for the last couple of months. I don't really have any other excuse than I just got comfortable with inactivity and eating again. Um, and now that the weather has shifted away from wintertime, I'm like the switch has gone off again where I just want to be super active, be super strict on my diet. And as Coach Greg says, go harder than last time. So moving forward with videos on this channel, I'm gonna do 100-day challenge again. Although I'm not gonna be uploading every day because what eventually started to happen was it was just too much of an obligation to sit here and record a video and then try to go out and go do stuff. If you watch any of the videos, a lot of it was me just sitting down really quickly, like 5 minutes, spewing a bunch of crap out of my mouth and then going. I will probably do the same 100-day weight loss. Although this time we're going to go stricter on the diet. Well, I should say more discipline on the diet, and keep up the level of inactivity, but we're going to do it more extreme. I think I did about a 1,500 or 2,000 calorie daily deficit last time. We're going to go harder this time because, again, I've got to make up some ground. Although I think the thing was last year I started around May and I went to August, whereas this time I'm starting in March and I'm going to go to, whenever. But I won't be doing daily videos. I will probably be doing weekly videos starting next week. Where if I can get all my Fitbit data where it gives me the summary, I can kind of go over everything. For the last couple of weeks, I've already been just steadily increasing my physical activity to the point where I forgot how much I love to push myself physically. I just somehow I forgot how much I actually enjoyed it. And then also curbing the diet down back to what it needs to be so I could have my hunger levels under control when I get into things. And then again, I will go over all the data week to week. And then over the next 100 days or 3 months, we are going to hit our goal. Uh, Last video series, I think the lowest weight was in the 260s. I was 20 to 30 pounds away from my goal weight. I am significantly farther away now, but I know what I'm capable of. I know that I can do it. I just have to do it. So if anybody is watching this and you were watching me before from that series, I know a couple of people were doing the same thing. We're focusing on their physical activity. If you're watching this, hey, let me know how you've done. I mean, and be honest. Like if you fucked up, you fucked up. That's basically what this video is to say is that I fucked up, but it's all in a learning experience. So again, I know what I'm capable of. I know I can do it again. I know that I enjoy pushing myself. And a couple of things was I was looking at pictures. I was like, I forgot how small I actually got. Um, a lot of it is, with the lack of not going to the gym, not really looking at myself in the mirror, and to be honest, streaming on Twitch, where this camera angle is where I see myself a lot, you don't see a lot of the physical changes. Um, So I think that's kind of also how it happened was I just stopped doing things that I was doing. Like, I mean, that's clear. I stopped the diet pretty much. I wasn't going out and getting fast food. I was still going to the store. I was just, eating more than I should have. I knew I was, and I fell into that trap of, oh, it's winter time. If we could just kind of keep it under control and get it in spring, it's not that big of a deal. And then it honestly got out of control. And then now that it's springtime, a couple of weeks ago, I went to go do my walks, my daily walks, and I was like, why the fuck are my thighs rubbing together right now? And why does my back hurt only after like an hour of walking? This is not good. This is a reminder of just how quickly you can lose everything you had. And it didn't hit me until I had that pain in my back, and then that pain just turns to numbness, and you're like, fuck, I used to do this no problem. So I broke myself into that starting about 3 weeks ago when all the snow melted. We're over that. So as far as there is nothing restricting me from doing my physical activity. Again, I'm even over the period where you first start doing heavy walking, where you get blisters and all that shit. I'm over that. Um, there the only thing limiting me as far as the cardio that I do like to do every day, which is about 3 hours, is I get kind of bored. But again, we're gonna stick to the discipline, which is another thing I wanted to talk about. A couple of weeks ago, Swolenormous did another video on me, where I got my card, which is hanging up here, about when I made a post on his page about, discipline gets you to your goal, not motivation. And this is going to be another test of just how strong my discipline can be, because obviously motivation was not there at all over the winter time. Or discipline, I guess. We're just being honest. We're just being honest. So yeah, videos are gonna go up at least weekly for accountability. Another kind of inspiration I'm gonna draw for this is not only the amount of progress I made just last year. Was somebody I've known about for a long time is David Goggins. And if you don't know him, look him up. He was somebody who was able to push himself so far where he lost 106 pounds in 100 days. Now, as much as I would love to set that framework for myself, um, I'm going to do my best to kind of imitate that. Although his ideology matches mine, which is if you can output, 3,500 calorie deficit a day, on paper, you should lose 100 pounds in about 3 months. Um, Although his diet, I haven't been able to find much info on that, other than, in all of his interviews, he says, yeah, you really just don't eat. I think the most information I've been able to find is he's had like one banana a day. Um, my diet moving forward is very strict. A lot of people would call it a crash diet, which I'm not going to lie, it kind of is. But that's why I've been kind of curbing my diet for the last couple of weeks. And I have been able to maintain it. So moving forward, one of the issues I had when I was working with John with Beyond the Iron was I said, and this was throughout the whole thing, was I'm having trouble prioritizing water intake. So doing different from last year, I think if I prioritize that water intake going in from the start, I think hunger levels will be virtually non-existent while I do all of this. So we will, again, I'll go over all the details probably next week as well in my stats. But I've been able to do it for 2 weeks, as well as I've just been, running my calorie deficit calculations just to make sure my Fitbit is still tracking accurately. So over the last 2 weeks that I have been trying to maintain this deficit, that all seems accurate. So we're good there. Other than that, there's not really much else to talk about. I don't want this video to run on too long, but this is just a video just to say that I'm back kind of where I've been. I've noticed a couple of other people have fallen off YouTube as well. I'm glad to see some of them are back. I know I think Lose Weight with Jason had a period of a couple of months. He's a smaller YouTuber as well. He had a couple of months where he wasn't uploading. I'm still catching up on his videos, but I do like to interact with people who are smaller on YouTube who are doing this. As great as it would be to interact with like Swole Normus, Obese to Beast, Alan Roberts, like all the Michelle McDaniels, like all of them, it would be great. I really like to interact with the smaller people who are still going through it. So, you can always feel free to hit me up. But again, moving forward, we'll see accountabilities videos at least once a week, which I'll have a weigh in. I'll have how my nutrition was, how my physical activity was, and then moving forward. And then I'm going to see how much weight I can lose over the next 100 days. If I am as disciplined as I was last year, I think I can lose 70 pounds, 80 pounds over the next 100 days. And which is funny because when I actually did that video series last year, I did it in sort of comparison to Amberlynn Reed, who is somebody who I absolutely despise because she goes through the circular bullshit of doing her curvy calories, which ironically she started again after getting on Jenny Craig and failing it day one. She says she's going to do this shit again, and it's not going to work. Now, I say that, but I also tried the 100-day shit last year, and I made it to like day 79. And I'm not going to lie, it wasn't the diet or physical activity that became too much. It was the uploading every day. So I'm going to limit that to once a week, but then randomly throughout the week, because I do get in these moments where I just feel like I want to vent about shit. Like maybe I'll watch one of Amberlynn Reed's videos or Foodie Beauty videos. Everybody who follows me on Twitch knows that I watch those videos because they absolutely trigger the shit out of me, because they are just fat people who are coming up with excuses to be fat, and they make a bunch of money on YouTube, and they get a bunch of sympathy from people who shouldn't give it to them. The other week I watched Obese to Beast react to one of her videos, and he was trying to be as positive and inspiring as he could, and I'm like, man, you must not know who this person is, because she's been doing this for almost 10 years, and it's just a circle that they both do, and it's just it's whatever, it's attention grabbing. And I'm already starting to rant, which is kind of why like you might get random videos from time to time. So I'm just going to end it here with the expectations of what you're going to see. If you have questions, ask them. I will answer them. I love answers. I love answering questions. I love interacting on YouTube. But anyways, I'm back. Expect to see more videos next week, probably Friday or Saturday. Expect to see what my starting weight is going to be, and then our projections and our goals and all that. I'll do that all, although I'm not going to be working with Beyond the Iron or any other coaches or any other accountability people. It's just going to be me, myself, and I. And then I can tell you, at least the good news is when I say I gained weight, I gained a shit ton. But in the last couple of weeks, I've been able to just crush it. I've already gotten through the first 2 weeks where your body kind of resists weight loss, and I smashed that plateau already. Next week, I should be around 10 pounds away from my starting weight of last year, which I think was in May. So again, if I go harder than last time, and I stick with it, I can hit my goal this year. Like, again, if I started in May and I'm starting in March/April now, we're not super behind as far as if we compare 2020 to 2021. Anyways, I'm going to go. I will see you guys next time.